Shabbat Shalom. We are gathered here in the Brooklyn Heights Synagogue High Holiday Home for many years, so I also want to say Shana Tova. It's just an instinct when you're up here. But I do want to say thank you to the Plymouth Church for welcoming us here on this Shabbat morning, and a welcome to the senior minister, Reverend Brett Younger, and to Carol Younger, who are joining us this morning. We'll say welcome and thank you for having us here. And also a welcome to all of the family and friends who are here to honor this moment of Risa and Alex come of age, to have joined the Brooklyn Heights Synagogue in this exciting moment. We are gathered here to celebrate two wonderful things in our tradition. The first, Shabbat, a time for us to take a breath, which, let's do that. Shabbat, Abraham Joshua Heschel tells us Shabbat is a sanctuary in time and space, so we take a few moments to sink into that sanctuary, maybe creating a sort of metaphorical bubble, removing ourselves from the daily routine and sitting here in Shabbat, our seventh day of rest. We are also here gathered to celebrate Risa and Alex, who come of age today. They become bar mitzvah. Just a reminder, bar mitzvah is not something we do as a verb. You don't get bar mitzvahed, you become a bar and bat mitzvah, and we are very excited for them as they come of age. And we ask and invite you to be present here on this Shabbat morning, and one of the ways that we really become present to the experience that we are in is by making sure all of our technology is turned off. So if you take a few moments to make sure your cell phones are switched to silent, anything that beeps, your watches, beepers, but we often say that if you're a first responder, we understand if you need to leave your technology on. But so take a few moments. And while you're doing that, I want to make sure everybody has our prayer booklet this morning. If you do not have one, raise your hand up in the air and our ushers will bring you one. We have a great usher team. We have one over there. We have a couple people who need. So if our ushers could come down, just keep your hand up. We need one up there. Okay. You'll notice in our prayer booklets this morning that there is the straight Roman type that will be led by Alex and Risa. There is our Hebrew, which is in transliteration, so if you don't read the Hebrew, you can look at the transliteration of the Hebrew. And then there are the words in the italics. That's for you, that's your part to read responsively. And just a reminder that for a first-time service leader, or even for veteran service leaders like myself and Cantor Rubin, it's very comforting when you participate. It helps make you feel like we're all in it together. So, even if you're not familiar with the melodies, we encourage a la la la. If you're not sure where we are, we will be doing our best to let you know where we are in the service. But we really encourage that you participate along with Risa and Alex this morning. And so with that, we want to invite them up here to begin our service. We start on page 1.
Surrounded by the members of the community in which I live, I come before you, Eternal God, I share my happiness with them, and it becomes greater. I share my trouble with them, and it seems smaller.
May I never be too selfish to give, nor too proud to receive, for in giving and receiving I discover you, as I begin to discover the meaning of my life. Let me not separate myself from the true strength of my community, the experience and wisdom of old people, the hopes of the young, and the examples of care and courage which sustain me.
Give me an open heart and an open mind to welcome those who need me, and to receive your presence in my daily life. I think of what our community could be and the harmony that could unite us. I think of our loneliness and the friendship that could fill our lives. I think of the good that we could do if we were one in spirit. I know that this is your will and pray for your help. May I and those around me find our joy together, and thank you for the power you give us to help each other.
We continue on the top of page 2.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah.
Amen.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You hallow us with the gift of Torah and command us to immerse ourselves in its words.
Eternal our God, make the words of your Torah sweet to us, and to the house of Israel, your people, that we and our children may be lovers of your name and students of your Torah. We praise you, O God, teacher of Torah, to your people Israel. These are duties whose worth cannot be measured: honoring one's father and mother, acts of love and kindness, diligent pursuit of knowledge and wisdom, hospitality to strangers, visiting the sick, celebrating with bride and groom, consoling the bereaved, praying with sincerity, and making peace where there is strife, and the study of Torah leads to them all. The soul that you have given me, O God, is pure. You created it and formed it, breathed it into me, and within me you sustain it. So long as I have breath, therefore I will give thanks to you, my God and the God of all ages, source of all being, loving guide of every human spirit. We praise you, O God, in whose hands and the souls of all the living and the spirits of the flesh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan tzachim bin alef chachim ben yom uben laila.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani Yisrael.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asani bat chorin.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, bokeach ivrim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malvi sharamim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kefufim.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamakin mitzadei gaver.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael b'gvura.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael b'tifara.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten layayev kawach.
Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir sheina me'enai utnuma me'afapai.
Amen.
Eternal One, our God and God of all ages, school us in your Torah and bind us to your mitzvot. Help us to keep far from sin,
to master temptation, and to avoid falling under its spell. May our darker passions not rule us, nor our evil companions lead us astray. Strengthen in us the voice of conscience, prompt us to deeds of goodness, and bend our every impulse to your service, so that this day and always we may know your love and goodwill who behold us. We praise you, O God. You bestow love and kindness on your people Israel. At all times revere God inwardly as well as outwardly. Acknowledge the truth and speak it in your heart. Please rise.
Yikadav v'yikadash
Shemei Rabbah.
ve'amal divrav ve'yotei ve'amich malchutei
V'chayechom yomechom u'vayedek kol Beit Yisrael. V'gala u'mizman kariv ve'yimeru. Yehei Shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam v'mayomaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramah v'yinaseh v'yitador v'yitalev v'yitalav Shmei Kedusha le'olam min kol birchata v'shirata tushvichata v'nechemata Tamiram be'alma ve'yimeru. our praise is due. Praise be the one to whom our praise is due, now and forever.
Please be seated.
We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. Your mercy makes light to shine over the earth and all its inhabitants, and your goodness renews day by day the work of creation. How manifold are your works, O God! In wisdom you have made them all. The heavens declare your glory. The earth reveals your creative power. You form light and darkness, bring harmony into nature, and peace to the human heart. We praise you, O God, creator of light.
Avtanu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'gedol ha'betera, Amat aleinu, Avinu Malkeinu, Ba'avor Abbateinu, Shebaku Becha, Avinu Malkeinu, Vatem Ladechu Kechaim, Ten Kechaneinu Taldeinu, Avinu Harachem Rahem Aleinu, Veten Lilibeinu Lehavim Ulastil Lishmo, Lelamed, Lishmor Velasot, Ulekayem et Kol Divrei, Talmud Toratecha Be'Yahava, V'Ka'el Libeinu B'Toratecha, V'Dabek Libeinu B'Mitzvotecha, Ye'yached B'Rareinu, Le'Ahava U'Lera'alei Shemecha, V'lo Neirosh, Le'olam Va'ed, V'lo Nervosh, Le'olam Va'ed, Ki B'Shem Kodshecha, Agadol v'Anora B'Taknu, Nagila v'Nismecha, V'Agila v'Mitzvecha B'Shuatecha.
We continue on the bottom of page 6 in the English.
Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. Open up our eyes, teach us how to live, fill our hearts with joy and all the love you have to give. Gather us in peace as you lead us to your name, and we will know that you are one. And we will know that you are one. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Tov Le'olam Va'ed. Hear, O Israel, the Eternal One is our God, the eternal God alone. Blessed is God's glorious majesty forever and ever. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושינתם לבניך ודיברת בם, ושיתך בביתך ובלתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, ושרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
Eternal truth it is that you alone are God, and there is none else. May all the world rejoice in your love and exult in your justice.
Let them beat their swords into plowshares.
Let
And beat their spears into pruning hooks. Let nation not lift up sword against nation. Let them study war no more.
You shall not hate another in your heart. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. Let the stranger in your midst be to you as the native, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt. From the house of bondage we went forth to freedom, so let all be free to sing with joy. Israel, Utekenecha, Yehuda ve'Yisrael, go alim, Adonai tzvot shemo, Kedosh Yisrael, Baruch atah Adonai, God Yisrael. Please rise.
We are on the top of page 9.
Eternal God, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, V'Konei Ha'ol, V'Zocher Hastei Avot v'Imachot, U'Mevi Yual Livnei B'neihem,
kol berachamim rabim. Zomek noflim berofei olim. Umatir asurim. Umekayem emunato. Lishenei avah. Michamocha bal gevurot. Umidom elach. Melech memit umekayem. Umatzliach Yeshua. V'ne'eman ata l'chayot ha'kol. Baruch atah Adonai. Mechayem Kadesh Shimcha ba'olam, Keshem shematishim otom lismei marom, Kakatuv ayad emi'echam, V'kavazel zeh ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Elok ha'aretz, Kiv'adon, Adir, Adirenu Adonai, Adonenu Adir Shimcha b'chol ha'aretz, Baruch Kiv'adon Adonai, Milchamot. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu Malkeinu, hu Moshienu, hu Yashlienu, b'rachamav v'nei kovai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Tzion, le'dorator. Hallelujah. Le'dorator nagid ba'alecha, ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ינוס לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני, האל הקדוש.
Please be seated.
ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראים עולי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראים עולי שבת. מקדש שלי שבת, כולם ישמחו ויתענגו מטובך שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראים עולי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראים עולי שבת. ובשביעי רצית בו וקידשת שבת. עמדת ימין אותו קראת, זכר למעשה בראשית שבת. ישמחו במלכותך, שומרי 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 שבת וקוראים עולי שבת. ישמחו במלכותך,
God, God of our fathers and
And our mothers, may our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. Sanctify us with your mitzvah, and let your Torah be our way of life. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts to serve you in truth. In our gracious love, eternal God, let your holy Sabbath remain our heritage.
And all Israel, hallowing your name, may find rest and peace.
We praise you, O God, for the Sabbath and its holiness.
Ritzei Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha Yisrael utefilatam be'ahavat hekabel utehil ratzon tamid utehil ratzon tamid avodat Yisrael amecha v'techezen eineinu b'shuvecha leTzion berachamim Baruch atah Adonai hamachazir shechinato leTzion hamachazir shechinato leTzion.
We're in the middle of page 12 in the English.
We gratefully acknowledge that you are our God and the God of our people, the God of all generations. You are the rock of our life, the power that shields us in every age. We thank you and sing your praise for our lives which are in your hands, for our souls which are in your keeping, for the signs of your presence we encounter every day, and for your wondrous gifts at all times, morning, noon, and night. You are goodness, your mercies never end. You are compassion, your love will never fail. You have always been our hope. For all these things, O sovereign God, let your name be forever exalted and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Eternal God, whose nature is goodness, we give you thanks and praise.
Sim shalom, Torah u'bracha, ve'in ha'chesed berachamim, berachamim, aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, ve'akol Yisrael, amen. Barkeinu avinu kulanu ke'echad, be'or panecha, ki be'or panecha natalanu, Adonai Eloheinu.
Sim shalom, tova u'bracha, ve'in
Chesed berachamim, berachamim, aleinu,
ve'akol Yisrael,
ve'akol Yisrael, amecha, Torat chayim ve'ahavat chesed, ve'ahavat chesed, u'tzedaka u'bracha, ve'rachamim, ve'chayim
Shalom,
le'shalom.
sim shalom, tova u'bracha, ve'in chesed berachamim, berachamim, aleinu, ve'akol Yisrael, ve'akol Yisrael,
Amecha, v'tov b'einecha levadecha. אתה אדוני, המברך את עמו ישראל בשלום.
We take a few moments now for silent prayer and reflection. You can either use the words on page 13 for a prompt or whatever is in your hearts on this Shabbat morning.
Shalom bimrama.
Amav hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Aseh shalom b'ramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Aseh shalom b'ramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom b'ramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Aseh shalom b'ramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Aseh shalom b'ramav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu ve'yakol Yisrael.
Aren't they doing an amazing job? We can do some spirit fingers. Do you feel that? Are you feeling that? No. Okay, you're gonna have to do more. You're gonna have to. Now? Kind of. Okay. We're gonna work on this as a group here. We are in a natural break in our service. We just went through much of our morning liturgy, including the Shabbat inclusions of our morning liturgy. And now we're in this sort of liminal space before we get to the Torah service. So we can all imagine that perhaps we're on the foot of Mount Sinai together before we climb the mountain. And Alex and Risa are going to take us there. But before we do that, I want to talk a little bit about what Alex and Risa are doing up here. Our tradition teaches that at age 13 for boys and 12 for girls, one is formally obligated to observe the commandments of the Torah. So what does this mean? It means that typically when they turn this age, and I believe your birthdays were last week, correct? So they're of age, in case anybody's checking. They are formally obligated now to follow Jewish laws. So the ceremony today marks the assumption of that obligation, meaning they would have been obligated whether they had this ceremony or not, but as tradition has evolved over time, the bar and bat mitzvah has become an important ritual marking this obligation. So it used to be that all we needed was actually the father of the bar or bat mitzvah to come up here and say a blessing, which we know he's capable of. But tradition has evolved over time, and we have now come to this moment in Jewish time where the bar and bat mitzvah really can do a whole lot more than just receive blessing. So what are their obligations? The obligations are that they now can lead services, they can count in a minyan, they can form binding contracts, including the contract of marriage. So if anybody is engaged to be married, you can ask Alex or Risa, or perhaps as a team, I don't know if you're willing to continue the team effort here, they can be your officiants at your wedding. They can also testify in religious court as well. So we're very lucky. They're very honest people. So, and being 13, according to our tradition, is not about being a full adult. Rather, it is about being of age to be held responsible for one's actions. And we know that Alex and Risa are on their way to that journey. So here at the Brooklyn Heights Synagogue, we ask all of our students to prepare to become bar and bat mitzvah in the following ways. We train them to become prayer leaders. And so they are our shlichem sibor this morning. And Judaism not only asks us to pray individually, but also as a community. Alex and Risa can now lead us as a community in prayer. We also call this communal prayer a minyan. And we like to say that the shin and the tzaddik of shaliach sibor spells the word shots. So the acronym for shots. So Alex and Risa can call the shots for us this morning. And I believe that they are very good at that as well. So Alex and Risa have really studied all of the prayers for several months now and are very capable of leading us all in communal prayer. They also have learned how to be a baalat or a balei koreh. They are professional Torah chanters. So back in Jewish history, there was no such thing as a microphone. And so you literally had to shout out the Torah during the time of Ezra. You just had to shout it out. And it was probably a combination of screaming and singing, really to get people's attention. And this was during the time of the first and second temple. But gradually this practice evolved, and now even though our Torah scrolls don't have any vowels or punctuation or grammar, chanting became the method in which we understood how the words should be vocalized and accentuated. So Alex and Risa have learned all of those cantillation marks. They can read wonderfully from the Torah, and we have them as our guides to help accentuate the stories of our people from the scroll this morning. And I understand that we need chanters for Shavuot. Is that true, Cantor Rubin? So always. So no, okay. Understood. Alex and Risa have also, will be fulfilling the role of darshanit. They are going to be giving a drusha in Yiddish. They are going to be teaching us about the Torah portion. They both studied and wrestled with their Torah portions and have made really wonderful and amazing conclusions and thoughts and glosses on our tradition this morning. They're going to share their words with you, and they are going to deliver their bar and bat mitzvah speech with all of their words of Torah and share with us what it means to become bar and bat mitzvah. And they've really excelled in this area. And when they deliver their divrei Torah, their bar and bat mitzvah speech, it's to prime us. It's to get us ready to ascend that mountain to hear their Torah portion this morning. So a quick review. There won't be a test. Maybe they'll test you. I don't know. A quick review. Alex and Risa are calling the shots this morning. You're all doing a very good job of following them. They are master Torah chanters, Baalat, Koreh, and they are our darshanim today. They are the delivers of our sermon this morning. So we are totally blessed to have them as our prayer leaders, and we look forward as they continue to bring us on a journey on this Shabbat morning. So I'm going to call them back up here. So why don't you guys come back up? We are on page 15 in your prayer booklet.
Assembled at a mountain, our people, still bent from oppression, found you.
Found your Torah, found your truth, and embraced the destiny that has shaped worlds.
Help us still to shape the world according to your will. Help us to teach and to learn, to hear your word anew, and to find in it our path to goodness and truth.
Please rise.
So I want to invite up Dr. Faith Menken to open our ark. We are in the middle of page 15.
Thank you, darling.
And if it's not that one, it's the other one.
Here we go.
So, I'm going to hand this to Cantor Rubin. So we're going to come down the stairs, and you can, if you'll close the ark for us. Did you get a big hug and a kiss from Alex and Risa? Good. So we are going to now engage in a more modern custom of passing our Torah down from generation to generation. I want to call on Risa and Alex's parents, Rabbi Serge Lippe and Deborah Spire, and Risa and Alex's grandparents to come on up. And I'm going to have you guys, do you want to read this first, and then we'll take the Torah? So,
Thank you. This Torah is the heritage of our congregation of Israel. Our tradition tells us that Moses received the law at Sinai, handing it on to Joshua, Joshua to the next generation, until it now comes to us through the ages of Jewish history as our greatest treasure.
So now do we proudly pass on this Torah to our children, whom we present today to become bar and bat mitzvah. May they guard and cherish it, take its teachings to heart, preserve it, make its words a part of their lives, then hand it on to yet another generation, so that it may never cease its honored course, sustaining and guiding each new generation of our people. Thus do we now proudly forge yet another link in the chain of our holy and ancient tradition.
and Deb, hold this for Alex. And let's take a step closer to the microphone. Okay, yes, you again.
Havu godel leloheinu utnu kavod la Torah. Let us declare the greatness of your God and give honor to the Torah.
Beit Yaakov lechu v'nocha be'or Adonai. O house of Jacob, come, let us walk by the light of our God. Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo. Gadol Adonai Iti, Unrom Shemo Yachdav. והגבורה והתפארת והנצח וההוד כי כל בשמיים ובארץ כי כל בשמיים ובארץ לך אדוני הממלכה והמינשא ראש על שלושה דברים על שלושה דברים על גמילות חסדים, על התורה ועל העבודה ועל גמילות חסדים.
I want to call up Nina Spire to come help us undress the Torah. You may be seated. It is an honor to invite up a new darshan in our community. So, Alex, come on up. And a reminder, slow, loudly, steady. Take a breath.
Shabbat Shalom. Most of you have probably noticed this isn't a synagogue. But because there are so many people who want to join Risa and I in celebrating this occasion, we had to find a bigger space than our synagogue. Thanks to Plymouth Church, we can fit all of you here today. My parsha is Acharei Mot Kedoshim, which is a double Torah portion. I focused on Achrei Mot, the first portion, as Risa focused on Kedoshim, the second portion. Achrei Mot is found in Leviticus 16, 17, and 18. It talks about laws of Yom Kippur and the scapegoat. Achrei Mot means after the death, which is talking about the deaths of Aaron's sons, Nadav and Abihu. This parsha starts off by God instructing Moshe to tell Aaron that he must enter the inner sanctuary of the Mishkan and dress in special linen garments and bring a sin offering for himself, his household, and all of Bnei Israel. Aaron is supposed to bring a bull for himself and 2 he-goats for the people of Israel. Aaron marks one of the goats for God and the other for Azazel as the scapegoat for the mistakes that Bnei Israel have made. Then Aaron sent the scapegoat marked for Azazel into the wilderness to die. The term scapegoat is someone or something people blame for their own mistakes. My understanding of the ritual is that's like tashlich, where we put our sins into the breadcrumbs and cast them into the water. Maimonides has a similar idea. He sees that the scapegoat ritual as a way for Bnei Israel to break with their sins and distance themselves from their wrongdoings. When I do tashlich, I think of the ritual of casting off sins as more symbolic than actually having my sins disappear into the water. It's not like the sins are actually gone. They still stay with me. To me, it's really about asking God or the person you hurt for forgiveness, rather than having a goat take away your sins or breadcrumbs. In addition, this story of sending a goat off into the wilderness to die reminds me of last year when my class took a trip to the Isabel Freedom Jewish Retreat Center, or in other words, Teva, which means nature. There was a goat farm there, and I decided to take the liberty of naming the 2 baby goats, Billy and Jeremiah. My classmates will probably know who I'm talking about, and that I have a small obsession with him and goats. Billy reminds me of the scapegoat because the meaning of scapegoat is a person or animal with impurity or guilt, and Billy only has 1 horn and lives in a nature resort, aka Teva. When I think of Billy, it's hard for me to imagine that Bnei Israel thought they could just send off their sins with a goat, but maybe the ritual was important or special to them. The scapegoat ritual is part of the origins of Yom Kippur. Later on in my parsha, God commands the people to observe Yom Kippur, a day of atonement. It says it is a day of fasting and complete rest, and the people seek forgiveness for all their sins. My Haftorah is Ezekiel 20, verses 2 to 20, which is the Sephardic Haftorah for today. In my Haftorah, God speaks through the prophet Ezekiel, reminding the Israelites that they were once slaves. Ezekiel says that while they were in Egypt, God told them to cast away all their idols and their sins. But the Israelites did not listen to God. Perhaps this is why God gave them all these laws, including the laws in my Torah portion. Unlike the generation that left Egypt, the new generation now have a way to get rid of their sins. Ezekiel is reminding the Israelites to cast off their sins. My Mitzvah project is raising money for Mazon, which helps to fight hunger and poverty. I realize this connects to my Torah portion because one of the ways in which we engage in teshuvah is by giving tzedakah. For me, becoming a bar mitzvah means that I become an adult in Jewish law. I now get to read Torah and shul. Well, I'm not sure how excited I am for that. I know my dad will want to sign me up. First, I want to thank Cantor Bruce Rubin for putting up with Risa and I and helping us with learning all the blessings and preparing us for today. I would also like to thank my amazing tutor, Shauna Zell, who could not be here today, for teaching me my Torah and Haftorah, and also she is becoming a Cantor tomorrow. Next, I would like to thank Rabbi Molly Kane for helping me write this Devar Torah and for helping Risa and I lead today. I want to thank Miriam Daly for teaching me piano and for playing piano here today. I would also like to thank my brother Michael for not disturbing me too much while I practiced. I want to thank Evelyn Lothian for always being there for me, who cannot be here today because today is her daughter Amy's graduation. Next, I want to thank my parents for always supporting me and pushing me to this day. Last, I want to thank all of you for coming here today. From California to down the block, we're glad that all of you could celebrate with us.
And another new darshanit here in our congregation, Risa.
Shabbat Shalom. Wait, this is Alex's. Not mine. Where's mine? our tour.
Does that say Risa?
That's not my speech.
That's a,
Where's my speech? Wait,
it's okay.
Wait.
We'll find it. We'll find it.
I think we printed 2 copies of the same.
I had a copy, it's just not here.
No, it's not in there. It's not.
It's okay, I think we should sing a song, and I'm gonna go get it on my phone, because I know I have it. Okay? So, Cantor Reuben and our congregation, let's sing, and
Can we do the opening Nigun again?
Yes, let's do it.
There are more of you now. Let's hear you sing with gusto our opening Nigun. Yai bye 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 bye, yai bye bye bye, yai bye 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 bye, yai bye 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 bye, yai bye bye bye, yai bye 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 bye, yai bye 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 bye, yai bye bye bye, yai bye 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 bye, yai bye 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 bye, yai bye 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 bye.
So I know we're not supposed to use phones on Shabbat, but just bear with me, okay? Shabbat Shalom. Today I am reading from Leviticus chapter 19. My portion is Kedoshim, which literally means holy. My portion is a double portion, meaning that 2 portions are read on one Shabbat. My double portion is Acharei Mot, which means after the death of Aaron's sons, Nadav and Abihu, and Kedoshim, which means you shall be holy. In my portion, God discusses different laws about being holy. Some of the laws in this portion are religious, and others are moral and practical. One of the most important laws is Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha, which means love your neighbor as yourself. God says this because once we were strangers in a strange land. Most people would say that this is just like the golden rule, but it's not. The golden rule is to treat others how you would want to be treated. Ve'ahavta l'recha kamocha is not asking you to treat someone a certain way, but to love someone. As you get into depth about this, you really start to ask a question: what does it mean to love your neighbor as yourself? Rabbi Akiva and Rabbi Rashi both commented about how this is one of the greatest principles in Torah, but they did not really answer my question. Rabbi Shimon ben Azai said we should love our neighbor because we are all created in the image of God, which means we all deserve respect and we are all alike. I did like this answer, but the verse says to love your neighbor as yourself. But what does it really mean to love yourself? I know plenty of people who I'd say love themselves too much. But I think this means that you should love them not less than yourself, but also not more. You shouldn't just be decent, but go out of your way to be kind. I tried to relate this to my life, but it was hard. This was the best I could do. I've been going to the same school for 8 years. I have such a close bond with everyone in my class. Every year or two, someone else new joins our class. You sort of have to go into it blind and want to be friends with them even before you meet them, even if they don't want to be friends with you at first either. I always end up being very good friends with that person. This is just one of those times where you have to love your neighbor as yourself because you never know what will happen. For my Haftorah, I am reading Amos chapter 9, verses 7 through 15. Amos was one of the 12 minor prophets, an older contemporary of Hosea and Isaiah. 760 to 755 BCE, during the reign of Jeroboam II, he was from the southern kingdom, but he preached in the northern kingdom of Israel. My Haftorah theme is about how to be divine. Amos talks about how he's worried that the Jews are sinning. He says that we are a special nation and we are closer to God, and essentially more important, so we should stay farther from sinning. Now, he says this is not because of our race. The prophecy of Amos says that we are all children of God, and that the Israelites are no different than any African/Cushite. or someone from Asia or Arameans, or a European/Philistines. Amos says we are closer because of our historical connection. He spends some time talking about prejudice. He says that even in the Tanakh, there is no racial prejudice. Moses himself marries a Cushite woman. Amos also states that the Torah describes people by their location and language, but never race. I think this relates to my Torah portion because a part of loving your neighbor as yourself is not caring about their race. I think that even today we do not do enough of these commandments, and it scares me, knowing that people discriminate based on race, gender, and etc. The 21st century can make you wonder, when will things change? I do not want to get to an argument about politics, but hear me out. For the slogan that our new president has, "Make America Great Again," makes me wonder, when has America ever been greater than it is now? We used to have slavery. Women used to not be able to vote, and I don't want to go back to those times. We should improve what we have now and not go back. For my bat mitzvah project, I am helping an organization called Women for Women. Women for Women is an organization that helps women that have survived war and other disasters and need help to restart their lives. These women, although we may not know them, are our neighbors. Maybe they do not live right next door, but we share our planet with them, so we should love them and want them to succeed the same way we want ourselves to. I would like to thank Shauna Zell, who unfortunately can't be here today. She helped me prepare everything, and I couldn't have been here without her. I would like to thank Cantor Bruce and Rabbi Molly for supporting me and helping me. I'd also like to thank Miriam Daly. I don't know where she is, but Miriam Daly. She doesn't just play piano for the synagogue, she teaches me piano, and she's a musical director at my school. I'd like to thank all my friends from Senish and Eisner who support me so much. I'd like to thank my family. Michael for not bothering me too much while I was preparing for this. My parents for putting up with me and putting all this together. You probably couldn't tell, but it was chaos for a while. They've also had to deal with me for 13 years. So thank you so much. Last, I would like to thank Evie Lothian. She couldn't be here today because she's at her daughter's graduation, but you should know, without Evie, my family would fall apart. Shabbat Shalom.
So we are going to move back down there for the service for reading Torah, and I want to make sure everybody has the Torah booklets that were in your prayer booklet. If not, you can put a hand up in the air and the ushers will come bring you some more Torah booklets if you do not have one. Alex and Risa are each going to be reading 3 aliyot on this Shabbat morning. The first 2 aliyot, they actually give the credit away for all the hard work that they did, and then and the way that they do that is by inviting people up here to make benedictions over the Torah reading, blessings, and then those people actually get all the credit for all the work that Alex and Risa are doing. But the third aliyah for each one of them, that credit is for them. That is their aliyah, and you'll hear it in the way in which I call them to Torah. So for our very first aliyah, oh, and I should say, you can follow along here where Alex begins on the very inside cover of your Torah reading sheet. And we begin in Leviticus 16 if anybody brought their own Torah commentaries to Plymouth this morning. For our very first aliyah, Ya'amdu Yaakov Yitzchak ben Hirsch v'Fega bat Shlomi. We want to call up Alex and Risa's grandparents, Erwin and Florence Spire. if you can. You have your yacht, Alex?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just,
You come stand next to the bar mitzvah boy here. Oh. We crowd him over here.
He probably wants you doing it all wrong.
Wait.
Oh, I'm to read that?
Baruch et Adonai Hamvarach.
Baruch Adonai Avraham Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch atah Adonai. Eloheinu melech haolam asher bocha bano mikol ha'amim. V'nenanu et torotav. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
should I start? Amen. V'daber Adonai el Moshe acharei mot shnei b'nei Aharon b'karvatam lifnei Adonai v'yamutu v'yomer Adonai el Moshe daber el Aharon achicha v'yavo bechol eit el hakodesh mi beit aparochet El Pnei HaKaporet Asher Al Haron V'lo Yamut Ki Be'anan Eira'eh Al HaKaporet B'zot Yavo Aharon El HaKodesh B'far Ben Bakar L'chatat V'ayol Le'olah Ketonet Bad Kodesh Yobash Umiknesei Vad Yehiyu al b'saro, uvavnet bad yachgor, umitznafed bad yitznaf, bigdei kodesh heim v'rachat b'amayim et b'saro ulevei sham, umet adat b'nei Yisrael yikach shenei sirei izim lechatat v'ayel echad le'olah. Lola, v'hi kriv Aharon et par hachatat asher lo v'hi per bado v'ad beito v'lakach et shnei hasirim v'ha'amid otam lifnei Adonai petach moed v'natan Aharon al shnei haseirim goralot goral echad l'Adonai v'goral echad l'Azazel. V'hi kriv Aharon et hasair asher alav hagoral Adonai v'asahu chatat v'asair asher alav hagoral Adonai l'Azazel ya'omar chai lifnei Adonai l'chaper alav l'shalach moto l'Azazel hamidbar.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah kimet u'chayei olam noten haTorah. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Give Alex and Risa a big hug and a kiss. Maybe you guys come to them, give them a big hug and a kiss. For our second aliyah, I want to call up Linda Popejoy and Seth Spire and Stephen Spire. Ya'amdu, Broria bat Abraham v'Sarah, Shlomo Moshe ben Yaakov, Yitzchak v'Fega, v'Shimon Gabriel, la'aliyah sheni. Come around here. Shabbat shalom. Come. Welcome home. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Okay, ready?
Hu et Adonai Hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Vaed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim. V'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. V'chila mikaper et hakodesh et ohel moed v'et hamizbeach v'hikriv et hasair hechai v'samach Aharon et shtei yadav al rosh hasair hechai v'hitvada alav et kol avonot b'nei Yisrael v'et kol pishechem v'chol hatotam v'natan otam al rosh hasair v'shilach be'ad ish iti hamidbara v'nasa hasair alav et kol avonotam el eretz gezerah v'shilach et hasair b'amidbara uva Aharon el ohel moed ufashat et bigdei chabad asher lavash beva'o el hakodesh v'hinicham sham v'rachat et bisaro b'mayim b'makom kadosh v'lavash et bigadav v'yatza v'asa et olato v'et olat ha'am v'chiper ba'ado uva'ad ha'am v'et chelev ha'chatat yaktir ha'mizbecha v'amishaleach et hasair lazazel yechabes bigadav v'rachat et bisaro b'mayim v'acharei chen yavo machaneh.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Give Alex a big hug and a kiss. Yasher koach.
V'haitalachem.
Ya'amod, 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 Habar Mitzvah, Shmuel, Alexander, Ben Sarah, Shena, Veharav, Yisrael, Avram, Le'aliyah HaTorah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hambarach
Baruch Adonai Ambarach Le'olam Vaed.
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Vaed. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
V'hayta lachem lechukat olam b'chodesh hashvi'i ba'asor lachodesh ta'anu et nafshotechem v'chol melacha lo ta'asu hazra v'hager hagar b'tochachem ki vayom hazeh yikaper alechem letaher etchem Mikol hatotechem lifnei Adonai titaru Shabbat Shabbaton hi lachem ve'initem et nafshotechem hukat olam. Baruch Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Yasher koach. You can flip now in your Torah booklet. We move to Parshat Kedoshim, Leviticus 19, and we're at the top there, Vayidaber Adonai.
See it?
Yeah.
And for our fourth aliyah, I want to call out David, Jake, and Rebecca Spire. יעמדו הרש לב בן יעקב יצחק ופגה ויעקב זאב ונחמה יוספה לעלייה רביעי.
Baruch hu et Adonai havorach.
Baruch Adonai Havorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai havorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Better Adonai, Moshe Lemor, Daber, El Kol Adad, Bnei Yisrael, V'amarta Alehem Kedoshim Tehiyu, Ki Kadosh Ani, Adonai Elohechem, Ish Imo Ve'aviv Tira'u, Ve'et Shobtotai Tishmoru Ani Adonai Elohechem Al Tifnu El Ha-Elelim Ve'lochei Masecha Lo Tasu Lachem Ani Adonai Elohechem Ve'chi Tizbechu Zeva Shlemim L'Adonai L'Ternechem Tizbechu Vayom Zivchachem Yachel Mimacharat V'hanatar Ad Yom Hashlishi Va'esh Yisaref Ve'im Yachel B'Yom Hashlishi Pigulchu Lo Yiratzeh V'achlav Avana Yisa Ki HaKodesh Adonai Chilel V'nichrata HaNefesh Hahi Me'amecha Uvekutrechem Eketzir Atzechem Lo tekale Va'at tzadika liksor V'lekekirtecha lo telaket V'charmecha lo te'olel V'fer karmecha lo telaket Ani v'lager ta'zov otam Ani Adonai Elohechem
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torah emet v'chayei olam natan betotenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah. Amen.
Shabbat Shalom. Mazel Tov. Shabbat Shalom. Mazel Tov. Shabbat Shalom. For our fifth Aliyah, I want to call up Deborah Spire and Rabbi Serge Lippe, Ya'amdu, and Michael.
Not Michael? Yes, Michael?
He's
Yes,
here.
Michael.
He's
Ya'amdu. Sarah Shana bat Yaakov Yitzchak v'Fega, Harav Yisrael Avram ben Melech v'Leah v'Michael Hirsch la'Aliyah Hamishi. You want to come stand close to the Torah over here?
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach Le'olam Va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Lo tiknovu v'lo techachashu v'lo tishakeru ish b'amito. Lo tishavu bishmi la'shaker v'chilata et shem Elohecha ani Adonai. Lo tashog et recha v'lo tigzol. Lo talin pulat zachir yitcha ad boker. Lo tekalel cheresh velifnei iver. Lo teiten mikshol ve'areit tamei Elohecha, ani Adonai. Lo ta'asu avel b'mishpat, lo tisaf p'nei dal, lo tedar p'nei gadol, b'tzedek tishbot amitecha. Lo telech rachil b'amecha, lo tamod al dam re'echa, ani Adonai. Lo tisna et achicha b'bavecha, ha'chayach dochia et amitecha, lo tisna na alav chet. Lo tikom v'lo titor et b'nei amecha, v'yavta l'recha kamocha, ani Adonai.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Shabbat shalom. Mazel tov. Michael, Shabbat shalom. Mazel tov.
Did you find me this one?
Yeah, it's right here.
Ta'amod, 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 habat mitzvah, liora Rachel bat Sarah, Shena v'harav Yisrael Avram, le'aliyah haTorah.
Baruch hu et Adonai hambarach.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher bachar banu mikol ha'amim, v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Mipnei seva takum, v'hadarta p'nei zakein, ve'areit tamei Elohecha, ani Adonai. Ki agor itecha ger b'artechem, lo tonu oto, ke'ezra mikem, yehiyeh lachem hager hagayitechem, ve'aftat lo kamocha, ki gerim yehitem be'eretz Mitzrayim. Be'eretz Mitzrayim, ani Adonai Elohechem. Lo tasu avel b'mishpat, b'midah, b'mishkal, u'b'misura. Mosnei sedek avnei sedek, eifat sedek, v'hin sedek yehiyeh lachem, ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim. Ushmartem et kol hokotai, v'et kol mishpatai, v'asitem otam, ani Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam nata b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Yasher koach.
Great job.
Great job. To raise our Torah so that the entire congregation can see the words that were just read, I want to invite up Jake Spire, and to help us dress the Torah again, Nina Spire. And we are on page 18, and I'm going to ask everyone to rise for the raising of the scroll.
וזאת התורה אשר שם משה לבני בני ישראל על פי אדוני ביד משה. וזאת התורה אשר שם משה, וזאת HaTorah, Livnei Bnei Yisrael, Vezot HaTorah, Al Pi Adonai B'yad Moshe, Vezot HaTorah, Vezot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe, Vezot HaTorah, Vezot HaTorah Asher Sam Moshe, Vezot HaTorah, Livnei Bnei Yisrael, Vezot HaTorah, Al Pi Adonai B'yad Moshe, Vezot HaTorah.
You may be seated. We're so lucky that the Jewish people have developed various traditions over the course of our history. So there's an Ashkenazi tradition and a Sephardic tradition, and they must have known that that Serge and Deb were going to have twins, so that there would be two Haftorot for this morning. So that there is the Ashkenazi Haftorah, which Risa will be chanting, and the Sephardic Haftorah, which Alex will be chanting. We're going to start with Alex's Haftorah from the book of Ezekiel. Before we even do that, this is the cue for our ushers to start making their way around the congregation with little packets of sweetness, also known as marshmallows. Thank you. It is a custom when people have their bar bat mitzvah or any simcha really, that we not pelt but lightly tap them with sweet things, so that they always know a life of sweetness and simcha. So Cantor Ruben and I will give you the cue. I guess you all in the back, I hope that you guys have a really good strong arm to make it up here. We'll give you the cue when it's time, when they've completed their Haftorah readings, that you can lightly toss sweet things, slightly toss the marshmallows. And just a reminder to Alex and Risa that we don't throw them back at the congregation. While we're passing those out, we like to remind that Haftorah is not half the Torah. Rather, it's a word that means conclusion or summary. And each of our Haftorot this morning are texts that help to illuminate our Torah text. So they were chosen by our sages, our ancestors, to help make sure that we read some of the other books of our Tanakh from some other books of our Bible, but also to really highlight the themes of our day, which Alex and Risa told us about previously. So, are we good? Ushers, are we good? Okay.
Risa needs her binder.
Where is Risa's binder?
I don't know. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nviim tovim v'ratza b'divreihem hanemarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai habocher b'Torah u'Moshe avdo u'Yisrael amo u'v'nviei ha'emet v'tzedek. Hatishbot otam, hatishbot ben adam, atoavot avotam, hodiem, v'amarta alehem, kokamar, Adonai Elohim, beyom, b'chori b'Yisrael, v'esa yadi, lezera, beit Yaakov, v'yivada lachem, be'eretz Mitzrayim, V'asa yadi lachem lemor, ani Adonai Elohechem. V'ayom hahu nasati yadi lachem, l'tziam me'eretz Mitzrayim. El Eretz asher tarti lachem zavad chalav udevash shavihi l'chol haratzot v'omar alechem ish she could say einav hashlichu v'gilulei mitzrayim al titamahu ani Adonai Elohechem v'yamru vi v'lo avu lishmoa elai ish and she could say einehem lo hashlichu v'gilulei mitzrayim lo azdavu v'omar lishpoch hamati alehem L'chalot api bahem betoch Eretz Mitzrayim ve'as leman shemi levioti heichel le'enei hagoyim asher hema betocham asher nodati alehem le'enechem lotziam me'eretz Mitzrayim v'tziam me'eretz Mitzrayim v'aviyem El Hamidbar, v'tein lachem et sukotai, v'et mishpatai hodati otam, asher yaseh otam ha'adam, v'chai bahem, v'gam et shabtatai natati lahem, lehiot leot beini uveinehem ladat, Ki ani Adonai mekadesham.
Hello, Hivnei, Kushim Atem, Li, B'nai Yisrael, Ne'um Adonai. Hello, Yisrael, Haleti, Me'eretz Mitzrayim, Uflishtim Mikavtor, Va'aram Mikir. Hinei, Einei, Adonai, Elohim, B'mamlacha hachata'a, Lehishmadati ota, Me'al p'nei ha'adama, Efes, Ki, Lo, Hashmeid, Ashmid, Et Beit Yaakov, Ne'um Adonai, Hinei Anochi Metzaveh, V'hanioti V'chol Hagoyim Et Beit Yisrael, Ka'asher Yinoam B'kivara, V'lo Yipol Seror Aretz, V'cherev Yamutu, Kol Chata'e Ami, Homarim, Lo tigash v'takadim ba'adenu hara'a bayam hahu akim etuka David hanofelet v'gadati epirtehen v'harisota v'akim uvnitia k'mei olam leman yereshu Entering Tedom v'kol hagoyim asher nikra shemi alehem Ne'um Adonai lo sezot Hinei yamim ba'im Ne'um Adonai v'nigash choresh b'kotzer v'dorek anavim v'moshech hazara v'hitifu heharim asis V'kol ha'givaot ti'etzmo gagna v'shavti et shavut ami Yisrael uvanu arim neshamov ve'yashavu v'nata'u cheramim v'shavtu et yenam v'asu ganot v'achilu et purihem v'nitatim al amatam below inateshu od may al admantam asher natati lachem amar Adonai Elohecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu Eloheinu, Melech Olam, Sor Kol Amim, Sadiq V'Kol Derot, Ha'el HaNe'eman, Ha'omer Be'oseh, HaMedaber Kayem, Shekol Devarav, Emet Bat Tzedek, Al HaTorah, Vel HaVadah, Vel HaNvi'im, Vel Yom HaShabbat Hazeh, Shenatata Lanu, Adonai Eloheinu, L'Kedusha L'Mincha, L'Kavod, U'Tifaret, Al HaKol, Adonai Eloheinu, Anachnu Modim Lach, U'Markim Otach, Yibrashim Rabbi Fi Kol Chai, Tamid Le'olam Va'ed, Baruch Atah Adonai, Nikadesh HaShabbat. Stephen, how did you have?
You ate one. Whoa, we had a stray foul ball here. Okay. Those of you who have ever been to a bar bat mitzvah here at the Brooklynite Synagogue, or who have ever had the honor of being in the presence of Rabbi Lippe, you know that he likes to speak Yiddish. Most of my Yiddish vocabulary has really increased over the past 6 years since I have gotten to be his assistant and associate. This is the opportunity for the parents to shep naches, which means, I don't even know how to literally translate it. It means to reap joy. So it is an honor to invite the parents of Alex and Risa, Serge and Dev, to come reap joy, shep naches, over the wonderful work they've done.
Oh, who threw that?
Okay.
Okay, I'm just getting rid of marshmallows so I don't trip. Okay. Alex and Risa.
This thing.
Oh, we got to do the prayers first. Oh, this thing first. Sorry, I was so rushed. You did, please. I'm being a parent. On this day, as our children become bar and bat mitzvah, we take the special moment in the midst of our congregation to give thanks for the privilege of being parents.
As we have watched our children grow and mature into the young man and young woman they have become, we are reminded that we have been witnessing the very unfolding of life itself.
And now, on the day they become bar and bat mitzvah, we wish for them an understanding of the beauty of our heritage and the love that we have for them.
Okay, you get the speech.
Now I get to speak. Okay.
Speech. You get the speech.
Alex and Risa, I can't believe
It's a word.
I can't believe this day is finally upon us. It feels like we have been talking about your B'nai Mitzvah for years. I promise. Whoa, okay. Maybe ever since you were born. It was a specific milestone in our minds, maybe foolishly thinking we can move on to the next phase of our lives after today. At the same time, it feels like today snuck up upon us. Okay, maybe it didn't sneak up upon the two of you, but it did for Daddy, as you well heard in Risa's Devar Torah. And now, here we are today. You guys did an amazing job. Wow. More emotional than I thought it was going to be. And should feel very proud of yourselves. I know Daddy and I are very proud of you. Not sure who has the larger grin on their face, but it's my time right now, so I'll take the proud moment. Risa, your poise and beautiful voice shine brightly, as everyone who knows you would expect. Yes, you like to make jokes at times to release the tension in the air, but you are also extremely focused and serious about all your studies, whether here on the Beamer today, in school, or on the sports field, or even when you're painting or making dresses. Anything you set your mind to, you can do exceptionally well. And you, my dapper man, for those who don't know,
This thing.
you want to explain?
So this is pop watch that my grandpa gave me a couple weeks ago during Passover. He got it at his bar mitzvah. It's 107 years old.
Something like that.
From his grandpa.
He got from his grandpa, so that's mine. Yeah.
Anyway, it fits Alex perfectly in his dapper little outfit. Today, you have taken your role as leader very seriously. You have done stellar. Alex, your smile and magnetism draws all of us in. Your ability to read people immediately and know exactly what the mood they're in still amazes me and those who meet you. There were moments we weren't sure we were going to make it here today. But with everything you do, once you set your amazing mind to it, you reach new heights. You brought a new level of maturity and depth to the service, and I would personally like to thank you for making me smile as much as you did today. My face may actually hurt tomorrow. It has always impressed Daddy and I how the two of you are completely different, yet, as always, you are able to compromise and present yourself together as if you are one seamless force. Okay, maybe not always. From the time you were toddlers with your own twin language, and yes, twin language really does exist, neither Daddy, nor I, nor Michael could understand you till today. You have your own style and strong opinions, but you are always able to find a compromise and come together. You still can show your individuality, but present as one. This is very impressive to us. My wish for you is that you two keep your individuality, yet maintain your closeness through life. Siblings have their ups and downs. Times they are closer than others to each other. But they are people you can always count on and will understand you like no one else in the world. Embrace this and enjoy it. I love you both to the moon and back.
Alex, Risa. I say the words, I love you, to each of you every day. What you may not know is how easy it is as your dad to mean those words. You are fun-loving, talented, opinionated, but most importantly, you are kind individuals. Each of you embodies kindness in unique and rather differing ways. Your mom and I, as well as Evie, often see and comment on you, Risa, whose concern and worry for others is really something remarkable. And about you, Alex, who have been blessed with an extraordinary awareness and ability to intuit the feelings of others. Today, you have been told is primarily about marking the formal age of responsibility. Being responsible starts with taking care of oneself, what some people will refer to as success. Mom and I know that both of you in unique ways will be successful in life. But we also believe that responsibility is ultimately about taking care of others, not simply because it's expected by others, but because it's what you expect of yourself. And that's what kindness really is, the expectations we have for caring for those around us. So as you now enter into the age of responsibility, please remember not just to be responsible, but also to always listen to your own still small voice, reminding you that above success is always kindness to others. Kindness to others that I pray will mirror kindness to yourself. May you always embody both. Mom and I love you so very much. This is what we wish for the two of you, for you to be persons of character, strong but not tough, gentle but not weak. We wish for you to be righteous but not self-righteous, honest but not unforgiving. Wherever you journey, may your steps be firm, and may you walk just paths and not be afraid. Wherever you speak, may your words be words of wisdom and friendship. May your hands build and your hearts preserve what is good and beautiful in our world. May the voices of the generations of our people move through you. And may the God of our ancestors be your God as well. May you know that there is a people with a rich heritage to which you belong, and from that sacred place you are connected to all who dwell on this earth. May the stories of our people be upon your heart, and the grace of the Torah's rhythm dance in your soul. Mazel tov. Please join with us in Shehechianu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higianu, lazman hazeh. Amen.
Amen.
To return the Torah back to the Ark, I want to call up Rabbi Maynard Bell and Dr. Jean Schulman to come open the Ark for us. And we are on page 19, and I'm going to ask everybody to please rise.
Hallelujah, Shem Adonai, Ki nikav Shema levado. Let us praise the eternal God, whose name alone is exalted.
God's teaching is perfect, revering the soul. God's word is
unfailing, making wise the simple. God's precepts are right, delighting the mind. God's mitzvah is clear, giving light to the eyes.
God's doctrine is pure, enduring forever.
God's guidance is true and altogether just. Behold, a doctrine has been given to you, my Torah. Do not forsake it. It is a tree of life to those who fast to it, and all who cling to it find happiness. Its ways are ways of pleasantness, and all its paths lead to peace.
standing for the Aleinu, page 20.
Come when all shall turn the trust to you, O God, hearkening to your voice, bearing witness to your truth. We pray with all our hearts, let violence be gone. Let the day come soon when evil shall give way to goodness, when war shall be forgotten, and all at last shall live in freedom. Our source of life may we create in your image, embrace one another in friendship and joy. Then shall we be one family, and then shall your sovereignty be established on earth, and the word of your prophet fulfilled. Eternal life will reign forever and ever. On that day, O God, we shall be one, and your name shall be one.
You may be seated. We take a few moments now for moments of memory and remembrance. And on this occasion, the Lippe family call to mind the grandparents, Michael Lippe and Larissa Lippe, great-grandparents, Harry and Fanny Spire, Sam and Nina Cohen, Sam and Ray Lippe, Serge and Sonia Zdenko, great-aunts and uncles, Maxine Jacobs, Shirley and Jerry Sandler, Leo Taft, Mimi Glassman, cousin Audrey Menken, family member Donald Popejoy, and we're thinking of the recent passing of the family friend Anne Schulman. Zichrona livracha, may their memories forever be a blessing. We sanctify life through the sanctification of God's name with the words of the Mourner's Kaddish, which can be found on page 21. And it is our custom to rise as a community. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, b'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chaye echon uv'yom echon, uv'chaye l'chol beit Yisrael, b'agala v'bizman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam elolmei almaya, yitvarach v'yishabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei d'kudashah b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran v'alma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, and let us all say, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu. shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael.
V'imeru.
Amen.
You may be seated. Yes, you can do it. I want to invite up the president of our congregation, David Jaroslaw, to present Alex and Risa with some gifts from the congregation.
Here they are, in the way they're going to be. Excellent, thank you. It's like a battlefield or the aftermath of a collegiate party walking through all this stuff up here. Where are you guys? There you are. Okay, great. Well, you guys know that I've known your folks, certainly your mom, since she and I was younger than you are now, which is a really strange thing to be up here doing. What a great job you guys took on, a huge amount of stuff. It's no surprise that you crushed it, but nonetheless, it's great to see. It's impressive. By the way, I forgot to mention, that's probably why she likes to refer to me as the old man. But it was, you sung well, you spoke well. It's an honor in some ways. I mean, I know your folks. I love them. I love you guys. Congrats to you, Serge, Deb, Michael, the whole family who I've known actually in some way or another for quite a while as well. And it's really an honor to give you guys have been through this 100 times, you know the gifts, but you get the very, very, very small text Tanakh, which is, suitable for reading on planes and such, and the Kiddush cup, which you can have a few drinks in before you attempt to read the very small Tanakh. And you get the same. I don't know who's going to win the eyesight competition. I have failed it, but that's for you guys. Mazel tov, great, terrific. I can't say how good a job it was. That's it. I'll go back through the minefield now.
I understand also that our secret brotherhood has some gifts, one or two things. So we're going to invite up a member of that secret brotherhood.
Just one or two little items. Now, don't step on the stuff. Hold on. I'm going to take the picture.
Okay.
Now, Alex, listen, wow. And Bob Weiss hasn't asked for money yet today. Come, step up. Alex and Risa, I'm not going to repeat what's been said so many times. You two are fantastic. I've watched you grow with the congregation. For those of you who don't know, and I assume that's everyone, the Brotherhood is a secret organization of the Brooklyn Heights Synagogue. We are so secret that we don't even know who the members are. But in commemoration of today, we have certificates. Alex, a certificate of introduction into the Brotherhood. And Risa, now it's written in an odd type so that passers-by can't just read what it says.
Choose the pen.
I ran out of invisible ink like we used for Michael, but I'll get you one. Now, Risa, you're the younger, so let's talk. You've got the certificate, it's illegible. I know that some of your favorite pursuits are country music and the study of Torah. Now, how do we combine those two pursuits? Very simply. The custom-made country western yarmulke. Now, I don't want to lose my notes. Now, Alex, I know that you like to play host, and I've heard a rumor. Now, this is an actual menu from the Happy Days Diner. So if you, as the maitre, man, you look great. As the maitre d', would you like to invite your sister to one of the specials?
BOT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Now, I heard a rumor, and it's not necessarily going to ever happen, that Risa has been very curious as to what bacon tastes like.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, well, there could be a gift certificate at Happy Days for tomorrow. Now, Risa, I've also heard, and it looks like you did a little work on it today, that you keep thinking about straightening your hair.
Yeah.
Well, here it is, the hair straightening cream kit. Just in case, that may be a little strong for blonde hair, I don't know. And last, almost but not least, since, certainly thanks to your dad, we are in a constant state of construction at the Brooklyn Heights Synagogue. So we customarily give and you can just leave that stuff and I'll take it home for you later. A toolkit that you can join in. And actually, I saw Rachel Landman a couple of weeks ago who got her toolkit forever ago, and she had it when she was moving into her new apartment. Now, Alex,
Yeah.
you look fantastic. I know that you enjoy superheroes.
Yeah.
And they don't exactly just dish out superhero yarmulkes. But there is a prototype, oh, the things fell apart. A prototype superhero yarmulke with the Hulk, with Thor, Captain America, and if Evie would have found the shield, I could have given that to you again, and another guy with a shield. Now, that bag is empty. That's excellent. That bag is empty. Now, well, let's get the toolkit out of the way. Again, the ribbon has stayed on it. Now, when we do our next phase of construction at 127, you and your sister can be there to help us out. Now, let me ask you, Alex.
Yep.
Have you ever said, gee, I feel like wearing this to go someplace?
Nope.
Play along, kid.
Sure.
All right. Have you ever said, you know, and your dad would come to you and say, do you really want to wear that?
No, but sure.
What if you came to your dad yesterday and said, Dad, I think for my bar mitzvah, I'd like to wear a red velvet suit with gold trim.
That kid over there wore one.
You know, so, and if you ever asked him to do that, and he said no, I'd like you to show him this picture. And this will get you out of any wardrobe arguments.
I want that.
With you. It's yours. It'll get you out of any wardrobe arguments with your folks. Now, almost last and certainly least,
Is it the
know
cone
you
of
two
silence?
have twin language. I'm not going to open them in here. But this is, in case you two want your privacy when you speak, this is the double koan of silence.
Michael.
And Michael got a single koan, but you did. And I just wanted to thank you for the privilege of listening to you two today. Thank you. Mwah.
You
Mwah.
want the menu.
And the menu I got to give back to them. All right, you keep it.
A few thank yous and announcements. We first, Cantor Rubin and I want to thank our colleagues, Sue Gold and Amy Leesman, who have also helped to make this day a special day, and a lot of gratitude to them. Thank you to our ushers also who helped to pass out all of the booklets. You can make their jobs a little bit easier on the way out by taking your booklets. We're not leaving yet, but you will take your booklets as you exit, as well as picking up some marshmallows would also be helpful. Cantor Rubin and I would also like to acknowledge the other clergy in the room. We just want to say welcome and thank you, kavod, that you've gathered here with all of us today. After our closing song, we're going to do Kiddush and Motzi here from the Bima. You will get a piece of challah and some grape juice as you exit Plymouth Church, as well as if you need directions, walking directions to the Brooklyn Heights Synagogue, where we will gather for a very festive Kiddush celebrating for food. Are you hungry?
Yes.
Yes. Celebrating Alex and Rissa's accomplishment today. So, did I forget anything? No. Okay. So we are closing with Adon Olam, and we are inviting any Hana Sinish to come down there. And we'll sing, we're going to sing Adon Olam down there, actually. We'll bring Kiddush and Motzi down there.
Okay.
Adon Olam is on the very last page of your prayer booklet, page 22.
Sure. Yeah.
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת בדורתם ברית עולם. ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו סברים רבותיי
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam,
Borei peri agafen. Amen.
Anybody under the age of bar bat mitzvah, come on up to the front. Come. Everybody else can sort of make a link together, making a chain to all of these young people, a chain of blessing.
Yeah, you like touch it. You like
We'll
to
join
swallow.
together. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen. Shabbat shalom b'tei avon. You can rip it.